What's up, y'all? We're looking at a VOD from a match I played for GGNA for my JV Velociraptors team. And as you can see, Shrimpy already got 2 kills, which was fantastic. I'm going to do a little bit of commentary. I really enjoyed playing this game as Widow, so I figured I might as well kind of like show it off a little bit. I feel like I did really good. So we're holding the high ground here. Now, the point is basically to keep them from getting the high ground, so any hit skins they have can't take a lot of advantage from us up there. And I'm just on the off angle trying to get some picks from them. We call Widow. Widow dies there. Really good pick. Really good pick for them. So Shrimpy's able just to roll in. As you can see, they do have the break for the counter. They have the rock from Sigma. They have the trap from Junkrat, which, I mean, trap isn't as viable, I guess, since you can't really move it. But yeah, it's like they have a good amount of stunts from him, but he's able to get away and evade all of that. We call her coming down bottom right, so we simply just flank over to the right. We recognize that the Widow is still going to be coming from main, so we try and watch for her, get 2 clean headshots there. We move on to the next bit. We're still trying to fight them. At this point, they're trying to back out, but we're wanting to stop them. Get a nice 3rd headshot there. We go into this little bit. Sigma jumps in the way of Baptiste, which is fine. I missed the shot of Baptiste jumping over the shield, but yeah, all in all, they're completely backed out of this fight. I'm backing up, regrouping. We're taking this high ground position again. I'm off the flank for at the moment, but we have activated the sides just to try and help us out to find their positioning, thinking they still had the Widow. And Shrimpy evens it out by killing Skyphos there on Genji. So now it's just a 5v5. They're probably still going to push if they have the advantage, but it should be okay. Baptiste does a horrible job positioning himself, dies instantly. We're up 1. We're about to have Orcus back on McCree. And yeah, so they're just really unable to push in anything here. So yeah, we're falling back because we were doing fine, but then Hanzo was starting to flank up to the top left, and I think Genji was starting to move up there as well. So it's going to be a big problem for us eventually. So it's easier just to drop down from there. Valkorion gets a good pick. I'm able to set up that flank angle on the right, so they have to worry about the stick pressure from Pie Ninja on the left, while I can just hit shots into them over and over again. So, trying to stay put here about my healers to get healed. They don't hear me, which is perfectly fine. I just go down here, pick up the mini. Valkyrian gets another pick on Length or Reinhardt, and now I'm on a little off angle again. So yeah, the point of these off angles is just so that way I can get a lot of damage in from the side. And yeah, Orcus picks up a good 2 clean kills there. Shrimpy gets the nano. Yeah, the nano pile drive in, and we just keep pushing them forward. We want to go as far as we can. Shrimpy knocks another one, I think, off the map, actually, with that. So yeah, they only have a minute 10 left. If you notice, we're doing really good in our ult economy also. We have 3 ults, 2 more ults coming up. Widow, not too beneficial here, but the other ults definitely mean a lot here. We have Gravitic Flux on their team with Amplification Matrix, or Garage, but that's what I want to call it at this point, Garage Door. And then you have Dragon. So Flux Dragon's really good play for them. I even it off there, but unfortunately I died because of the pile driving just enough shots of being discorded as well. So they're up 1 right now. They use Flux, and they also use Immort Field. And yeah, so now this is pretty much just us getting back to the fight. We can look at Shrimpy's perspective real fast. Not a lot's happening. Him just trying to get out. So yeah, we end up trying to recontest this. It goes okay, as you can see. We get mines on there. We draw Immortality Field out of them. We get them fairly low. We get Transcendence out of them, which is actually really big, because now we know they don't have this for the next bit. But yeah, so now we're just back on Widowmaker. We're trying to get some picks, trying to get some sight lines here. And yeah, this is mostly just putting in shots, trying not to die, but trying to get in good angles. We're even right now, which is really good. Genji, of course, does have a lot faster spawn, and he's going to be a lot closer too. So not too even. It's like 5.5 to 5. So, in favor of them. Now they should have them back. We're also getting close to have an Orcus back on our team. So we're trying to establish some high ground control here. But I go up here. That's my mistake. I should not. Let me see if I can go up here. I should not go to this high ground by myself, knowing that a Genji or a Zenyatta or a Hanzo will go up there. Because generally in close-up fights like that, Widowmaker cannot win that duel. It'll be a lot more beneficial not to try and take those and try and commit them when you can have your Sigma go up there with you. So let's go over here to the Widowmaker again. We're back on. We're 5 to 5 it looks like, so pretty even. Their ball is really low too. Now they have a lot of ults here. They have Flux, they have Blade, they have Garage Door, they have Dragons, and they have Mines. And we only have a couple ults. So yeah, here's a better way of contesting high ground. Notice how I'm with my Zenyatta, so we can both put pressure on the Genji, while we can both stay safe with each other. I can get the healings, and I can make it where the Genji can't push freely into our Zenyatta. Just by the spam damage I can do from the assault rifle, or just from hitting shots into him. So yeah, and this is a really good angle too, because I have a lot of coverage on my left, so I'm playing really good map geometry here too, where you can't get poked out really. You're able to see all the angles. The only flank angles they can really take on you, because you can even see bottom left door, is that little right passage I just saw down. You can go around the back of it from behind their door where I can't see, and then you can maybe walk all the way around. It's a really long rotation, probably take about 25 seconds. A big waste of time, especially if it's found out by someone or if it's not successful by the enemy team, so it'd be a big risk. Orcus gets out of line of sight here, which is perfectly fine. He got the pick, which is good. We know they have the blade. It'd be a dry blade, but we know they have it, so we know it'd be rough if they used it. Mines goes from there, just grapple out of it, easy get out of it. And so yeah, at this point, we're just trying to stay alive. We're putting in a little bit of poke damage here. We get Transcendence out of them, so it's still a 4v4 ult fight here. Just putting in some nice damage. I get bladed, not much we can do there. We try and activate Transcendence to help me out, but it's okay. We save everyone else, and Genji is rocked at the end there. So Ball tries to get out here. Not a lot too more is going to happen here. We're just going to do a lot more stall here. So yeah, if you notice, they push in. And, ooh, it looks like, ooh, yep, look at that over there. Shrimpy gets a really good contest on them. The Baptiste tries to get it in, but of course they're too slow because Shrimpy was able to get rid of the ball threat at the very beginning there. They didn't have any fast characters for touch, maybe Genji, but you notice they had a lot of ultimates there. They had, I think, Blade. No, they didn't have Blade. They had Flux for sure, and I think they had Dragons. And they waited till the very end to throw them. So, like, what they could have done as a team is Flux Dragons is a really good combo. And all you gotta do is you pick them up with Flux, you shoot the Dragons at where they're gonna land, and then, you know, they're stunned when they're going down on the ground too, right? So they're gonna take the initial flux damage, the damage from hitting the ground. They're going to take the Dragons at them, and then the only ult we would really have to counteract that would be Zenyatta Transcendence. And since we had already used Transcendence to stop the Genji Blade, it'd be a perfect opportunity for them to have used it there. But we were playing high ground so well that we didn't have to push down to where the flux would be as effective, because we're on the high ground, so it's going to be a lot harder for them to catch a lot of us in the gravitic flux. At most, he'd probably catch what was left. He'd probably catch Zenyatta and I think Zenyatta and Ana were both up there, and I think the Sigma was on the ground, so maybe he would have caught 3, but then it'd been on different angles, so probably only caught 2 with the Dragons, which could have, you know, won them the fight. It could have made them the space where Hanzo could have popped off a lot, and their Sigma would have been able to create the space for them. But unfortunately, they did not use those ultimates. So yeah, you have to ult fast in this game. You need to ult fast so that way you can get wins. So grapple off the top, easy tech to see if anyone's on the high ground. We have ball roll through main, just to double check and see if anyone was there. And we don't see anything, so this is me taking off angle. I'm going to go here on the right, so that way I can try and shoot any damage on the team. I don't shoot Hog, which is kind of dumb there. I could have got some solid damage in, but I mean, it ultimately would have probably got him more ult charge than I would have got. So yeah, now we're on a good right flank, but we've already lost Shrimpy to the McCree because they are playing with the flashbang and the hook now and the pull and the trap and the mines, which are going to be a lot more effective against Ball trying to roll into there. So we're still trying to fight in this. We're getting some damage in on the Hog since he poked out a little bit too far. We recognized McCree goes high ground. We realized we need to back out just a little bit. And McCree actually drops. We take advantage of him. McCree, if he kept his high ground there, he would have been fine for a little while. And his Hog could have pushed out towards them. You see their Hog gets pushed back. And yeah, this is just damage alley. We're just shooting damage at him. I can just sit here. Pew, pew. Yeah, easy. So yeah, Hog unfortunately comes around. We're not able to stop him. He's trying to get to that health pack, and I do nothing to stop him. I'm just hitting beams. But yeah, so we take point 1 fairly easily. We're able to catch people that are trying to move out of position badly. McCree's like, I'm out, trying to get fast respawn because he gets that 2-second respawn. And I'm up here trying to get some picks, so that way we can get some kind of advantage. So Junkrat lives there, but I have my sights. Zenyatta dies easily. And Moira's kind of just standing still, so Moira dies easily too. So yeah, we were down 1, but now as we get those 2 picks, they're down any kind of supports. Fortunately, I missed those 2 picks against Junkrat. He could have died there too. Would have been nice to see that in the kill feed. But yeah, so we have a really big advantage, and we don't have to push payload that far. So we realistically don't even have to play high ground, because if we're on the high ground, we're kind of not having a lot on cart. But yeah, as you see, they go Widow at the very end there to try and do stuff. I'm able just to sit here and clean up stuff because they're coming down from a straight little path. Playing geometry well, avoiding the Zenyatta bullets. And honestly, yeah, just a really clean win. We were able to really capitalize off playing off the high ground and playing our angles that gave us a lot of advantage over their team. So yeah, that's going to be kind of my little talk over how I think this match went. This is obviously a little bit older of a VOD, so it was just a really good one though. So, yeah, I've had this saved for a while, and I hope you guys enjoy watching. If you want something else like this, me just sitting down, critiquing over my gameplay and like a little bit over my teams where I think is good positioning to hold or not, just let me know. Just subscribe, let me know in the comments section. And anyways, hope you guys stay safe. See you later.
Outro, outro, outro. Outro, outro, outro. Outro, outro, outro. Outro, outro, outro. Outro. Goodbye.